Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking. I'm back today, while I'm still on holiday in Galicia, to provide the answer to a question that has been pondering in the Aphmau community for quite some time, both for newcomers and for people who they want to introduce to the actual series. And that is, in what order should one watch My Street? Or indeed the Aphmau roleplay series in general. Now this question I actually find to be even more confusing than Star Wars, which is, generally disagreed about. However, it's not that simple with My Street, for various reasons. I'm going to try and make this video spoiler free so that I can actually use this as reference to show my own friends. I'm going to be looking at the Aphmau Wiki and the forums and a post by StuckinLaLaLand to see what people have answered to this person's question. The first option is proposed by Cutie Kawaii-chan. This person seems to have started off and watched them all in the chronological order of the timeline, which is interesting because that's not the order that they were uploaded, and it seems that they've just done it on their own, which may mean they've been recommended to do that by somebody else, but whatever. The post is quite long, but it reads as follows. Well, here's how I watched it. So first you start off with PDH, Phoenix Drop High, Season 1, then after you watch My Street Season 1, then My Street Season 2. That might be confusing, sorry, PDH Season 1, then My Street Season 1, Season 2. Then you watch the miniseries The Bigger Move, then My Street Season 3, then watch the miniseries Aaron's Ticket, then I'm pretty sure you could also watch Te miniseries, My Street Holiday Special, then here it gets weird. So you have to watch PDH Season 2 and My Street Season 4 at the same time, but you have to do it a certain way. So basically you have to watch the last 5 episodes of each series together interchangeably. But the first half of My Street and the first 25 of PDH you can watch however you wish. Like, maybe watch a little of PDH, then a little of My Street until you get to those last 5 episodes, or you watch them interchangeably. So you would watch PDH episode 26, then My Street episode 13, the PDH episode 27, then My Street episode 14, then PDH episode 28, then My Street episode 15, then PDH episode 29, then blah 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 blah, going in the exact order of how to do things. Do that for yourself. Then that's it for the weird parts. By now your heart might be broken and your face might be very wet from crying, or, complaining about the Deus Ex Machina that happens. But you know what? Spoiler free, I'm not going to talk about that. The mini-series Aphmau's here, then after that you can watch My Street Season 5, and here's the other series that don't really go along with the PDH My Street storyline. Now I recommend if you're eager to watch these series, the earliest you can watch them is after you finish My Street Season 1. If you don't watch it that early, you can watch it later, like I watched these until I ran out of episodes of My Street Season 5 to watch, so right now that's like a series in the PDH My Street storyline. That was written in August 2017, but PDH My Street storyline, but my friend also said that she watched them after PDH Season 2 and My Street Season 4. By now these series are Mermaid Tales, Dreams of Stora. And lastly, MCD, Minecraft Diaries. That shouldn't be last, but whatever. Now the thing is that my friend told me that with MCD is don't bother with the MCD origin, just skip ahead to the last 15 episodes of Season 1 of MCD, then watch Season 2 and 3, and there you go, hope that helped. Blimey. Okay, that's a lot of information. So, the way that I see it is that you watch them in chronological order of the timeline up until Phoenix Drop High Season 2 and My Street Season 4, also known as Emerald Secret, because, maybe people don't know about that. That in itself seems to be logical. However, they did in fact miss off the big move, which was at the time the first bit immediately after Phoenix Drop High Season 1. By this point in August 2017, I don't think that Falcon Claw University was out, but I would insert that one in the middle. So essentially chronological order except for the Phoenix Drop High ones. Now the reason that this is so confusing is because these were all uploaded in different orders, and essentially the mini-series that people are detailing they're spin-offs, so they can happen at any time. Technically My Street itself is in fact a spin-off of Minecraft Diaries, so if you're going to watch them in chronological order like that, I recommend watching Minecraft Diaries first at the beginning, although I'll go through my particular order at the end, after I've determined which ones work best for what scenario. Next person says, by Warm Up Weirdo, who is a lot more brief in their response. Minecraft Diaries, Side Stories, My Street, Phoenix Drop High, Falcon Claw. That actually works fairly well, I would say, because technically you can do it like that and watch the prequels afterwards, because you know about all the characters anyway. Some of the developments by that point will seem like they were not as fleshed out as they could be, And there might be certain contradictions that you would find in those situations. Like, for example, the one I became known for, the Travis one, that paradox. If you watch Phoenix Drop High seconds, that you won't really be able to understand why that was going on. But again, in season 1, that's a bit of an issue with that as well. The only issue that I see that, well, yeah, is essentially that one, because technically Falcon Claw goes back to full circle. And technically the side stories aren't canon to either Minecraft Diaries or My Street, so you don't actually need to watch them, you can just skip over them. They're kind of fun to watch, but at the same time you don't really need to. There are, of course, spin-off mini-series within My Street, which of course include The Big Move, The Bigger Move, Holiday Special. So yeah, going up to what Cutie Kawaii-chan said, that's a more accurate representation, I think, of what the order should be. And also, I would conclude with Her Wish at the very end, which by April 2018 was a thing, so yes. And then, next off, we have a person who I've been well acquainted with on the wiki, actually. It's Nasib, who says, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, then go on to Minecraft Diaries, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, then you can watch the 2 seasons of Phoenix Drop High and go on to Falcon Claw High, she means Falcon Claw University, and watch the other series made by her. Okay. At the same time, if you're going to go in chronological order like that, I recommend inserting the mini-series that are in the middle of the general series within those ones. Again, she's going on the idea that you watch the prequels afterwards, which does work, but doesn't for the reasons of character development and plot lines that aren't as fleshed out and seem out of place. And as for Minecraft Diaries, if you're really going to do that, because of, in terms of production value, the Minecraft Diaries one is better to start off with those ones. And in fact, actually, another person I've been well acquainted with, Christopher G13, who I believe actually is called works on the channel The Warrior on YouTube. It's Nasib also has a channel called It's Nasib. Christopher G13 says, Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Mod World, Minecraft Isles, Five Nights at Freddy's, Minecraft Kindergarten Season 2, Sassy Lawyer Chronicles, Season 6, Trailer 2, Phoenix Drop High Season 1, A Wolf's Tale, Phoenix Drop High Season 2, Graduation Days, Falcon Claw University, The Big Move, Season 1, Season 2, Episodes 1 through 10, My Street Detours, the rest of Season 2, The Bigger Move, My Street Season 3, Lovers Lane, Episodes 1 through 6, My Street Fall Festival, the rest of My Street Season 3, Lovers Lane, My Street Holiday Special, My Street New Year's Party, My Street Post Third, My Street Aaron's Ticket, My Street Season 4, Emerald Secrets, or Emerald Secret technically, My Street Aphmau's Year, My Street Season 5, Season 6, Trailer 3, Season 6, When Angels Fall, Her Wish, Meteor Valley, Upside Down Stories, Mermaid Tales, or Royal Tale. Okay, essentially, Christopher is going on, again, the idea that you should watch them in chronological order of the timeline, because he has quite cleverly placed all the different pieces of information we've been shown into chronological order. The issue with that is that some of those bits which were prequels before and are just bits in the past, like Season 6, Trailer 2, they won't come into play until Season 6, because it's a trailer for Season 6. In fact, as of this video, Season 6 hasn't finished yet, so we haven't even seen where that plotline is actually going to go. So there's that bit of an issue, so there's a chance of, forgetting elements of that which are more relevant to the story at the moment as it is progressing. And also, I'm guessing they're also chronological order of uploads, Mod World and Minecraft Isles and Five Nights at Freddy's. They're technically not actually necessary if you're just watching the My Street ones. However, this thread is about the whole roleplay series, so that's why that answer's there. Sassy Lawyer Chronicles, just skip that because there's only 2 episodes, I'm pretty sure. And that's when we go into the timeline, which I've already explained why that doesn't necessarily work as a story. And also, Upside Down Stories, Mermaid Tales, and A Royal Tale, I recommend kind of watching those earlier on, because I guess, if you're thinking on the lines of they're on the same timeline, which they may or may not be, they would actually be set in a different time period beforehand, so I guess you could say that they would go before, and also they're not canon to the main series, which of course at this point is in fact My Street. And also, Minecraft Diaries Season 3 isn't actually finished yet, I should also mention that. So we've got to the end, and we've talked about the different issue with watching in chronological order of upload and chronological order of timeline. I also have to mention briefly production value, because as long-time Aphmau fans know, the production value does in fact kind of vary from place to place, because in Season 1 of Minecraft Diaries and Season 2 in particular, there was a lot of use of just NPCs and Aphmau herself reading lines in regular Minecraft, whereas it becomes much more voice actor focused later. I believe episode 94 of Season 1 is the first one with actual voice actors in there, where we get the legendary Keston Howard for the first time. That's also the case in Phoenix Drop High Season 1 and My Street Season 1. So if you want to watch those in terms of production value, just beware of that, because I know that a lot of people search for visuals. Of course, My Street Season, this is the later on seasons, are completely done by voice actors, and Season 4 and Season 6 have a lot of good animations, actually. And that's the reason that Season 6 is on hiatus at the moment, because they're working on the animations. So it gets a lot better as the years go by. Now, we've got to the bit where we're talking about what my particular order. So what I'm going to suggest, actually, is watching Mod World, Minecraft Isles, and Five Nights at Freddy's Kindergarten, both seasons, and Sassy Lawyer Chronicles first, if that's what you're going to do, because those characters that appear there in Mod World and Minecraft Isles, there's only a few of them that actually feature within the My Street universe, and the kindergarten ones just recycle characters from other series, which you will find out later on. So there's not really much of a need. They don't connect that much with the story. Then I would go on to Minecraft Diaries. There is in fact a Minecraft Diaries Origins, which I have in fact watched, which you can watch first of all when the series was just about basically noting down what you were doing in the diary every day and showing off a bunch of mods, which was kind of like Mod World, actually. So you can watch that as well, then go on to the Minecraft Diaries proper seasons, where we introduce to the characters that feature the most in later stories. If you want to watch the side stories, watch them after Season 1. So yeah, go Minecraft Diaries Season 1, side stories, Season 2, Season 3. Except for the big move. Don't watch that story until later on. If we're going to ignore production value, then go on to watch Phoenix Drop High Season 1 and then A Wolf's Tale. At which point, go on to watch My Street Season 1 and then Season 2. If you're going to watch My Street Detours, which you don't really need to, because it's basically, no offense to Aphmau, but that series is kind of a waste of time. But if you want to watch that, then stop at episodes 1 through 10 and then watch the rest of the series, as Christopher G13 actually says to do. Then, obviously, once you finish Season 2, go on to the bigger move, and then Season 3, episodes 1 through 6. The Fall Festival is a lot better, so do watch that, then the rest of Season 3. Then go on to watch the Holiday Special and New Year's Party, then Post Third and Aaron's Ticket, and then go into what Cutie Kawaii-chan was saying and watch the episodes that she recommends to watch of Seasons 2 of Phoenix Drop High and Season 4 of My Street, up until that point. Or in fact, look at the upload dates and just watch them in the order that they were released, which is a lot easier. Blue Jay Studios were quite clever in actually organising that. And then go ahead into watching Aphmau's Year, then Season 5, then Season 6, and then finally conclude with Her Wish. I forgot to say graduation days in Falcon Claw University, which are quite nice at the end because, again, like I said before, they come full circle, so it's tying the story back into its very beginnings in the big move. And that is the order. If you want to watch them in terms of production value, then look at the upload dates and figure out from there. So that would first be Bigger Move, Season 1, Phoenix Drop High, and then Season 2. And then that basically evens things out and the order goes on from there. That would be the only difference. So yes, I have covered a lot in this video, and for first time viewers it can be very confusing. And I'm sure that there's well over days, if not weeks, of videos to view. And I'll confess, I haven't watched all of these. I never finished Mod World. I never finished Minecraft Isles. Well, to be fair, the producers never finished Minecraft Isles either, but that's beside the point. I never finished Five Nights at Freddy's. That's why I put those watch them first, because they're not actually integral to the story that you see later on. And for me, the development of the series is what really makes it shine. So that's why that order is important to me. But if nothing else, if you're that confused about it, just go to a playlist of Aphmau's uploads, see which ones are roleplays, and watch them in the chronological order of uploads. Because even though it's confusing at first, they do eventually even out later on. Mostly. What's the Truth About Travis video for more information on that one. So yes, that's it. Happy viewing, and really enjoy these series, especially the later ones, because they are amazing, and they're the reason that Aphmau is, to this day, my favourite YouTuber. And on that note, until next time, farewell.